got me hoping, wish you reminiscing. Since the day you caught my eye.
Kind of early. I know everybody out on the grind.
All right, let me try to minimize our tabletop noise. Make sure we got that audio on your phone.
All right.
Lisa, what's up? What you doing this Saturday? Mid-Saturday.
Good Saturday.
What it do, what it do, what it do, where it's your boy Tricky Ricky, and we're back in the building with another round of Let's Talk. It's your boy Sir Said. We have a special guest in the building. We're going to go ahead and allow him to introduce today's guest.
All right, what it do, man? It's the boy Sir Said, back again with another edition of Let's Talk. Today's episode is definitely a special one. Got two of my homies in the building, definitely. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and we're gonna go on from there.
It's your boy King and Ace Nova Slay Nova Chronicles. Check me out at IG, Rise Ace Nova. Check us out on YouTube, Rise Ace Nova. Just coming in with my homies. We're doing this thing.
All right, and this your boy Dysfunctional's World from Rise Ace Nova on YouTube, Just Ken on Instagram, and Dysfunctional on Facebook.
All right, there we go. So before we kick off in today's topic, we have a few announcements that we want to make. All right, well, skip that. So what we're gonna do is go right into it, y'all. So today we got a good one for you. We're gonna hit you right in the head with it, right? Like right in the head, right in the face. Today's topic is this, right? Ladies, is your strength making your son the B word? Is your strength making your son the B? You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. Like, are you just so strong? Just so strong. I need y'all to really, really ponder on that one for a minute. I know some of y'all thinking, well, that's the only way I know how to be. But you got to think about the effects of that. You know what I'm saying? The effects on your kid. And we know the effects that it have on young women. But the effects that it has on the young men is starting to be shown.
So when you say strengths, how they being strong on them, see, it's a little different because I'm thinking like maybe their weaknesses are making them that way, but you say strengths. So could you explain and elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So when we talk about the strengths, we talking about the overall aggression.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The overall, you know what I'm saying? That wall, I guess you can call it, but just like the overall, I say strength because that's the word they use.
Okay. The trying to make them tough aspect.
I mean, just a single woman who feel like
Right.
she needs to be a certain way to
make
raise her
son
kids.
tough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
But take it to the extreme.
not necessarily when it comes to just her son. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't want to just put it just on her son.
Okay.
But just her kids in general. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like
okay,
this whole aggression thing, because it almost splits the kids, because it raises the daughter one way and raises the son another way.
It does.
You know, what you got?
All right, so speaking of which, define strong. So when you say strong, how can a woman emulate the strength of a man when raising a son? So
They can't. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So when the son grow up, he's growing up to imitate that strength of a woman that he's seen.
Yeah.
And that can potentially cause issues. Potentially. You know.
No, it ain't no potential. It's gonna cause it a issue. You see what I'm saying? Unless there's somebody else in that kid's life that's gonna fill the void, to fill that role, to help steer him, to build those strengths of a man, to pick up good qualities. You know.
Absolutely.
So if you feel like if he doesn't have a man at some point in his life, that he'll turn into this object that Sid is talking about.
But before I answer that question, the thoughts, opinions, and views expressed in this question I'm about to ask does not reflect the sentiments of Alabama's Finest Radio. All right, to answer your question, I would say yes,
Okay.
but then no. I mean, I had a father figure growing up, but I spent most of the time with my mom. I'm not even going to front.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I know what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I got.
Right.
You see what I made.
Right.
And for you, I have two kids upstairs. Okay. All right. So not to say that entirely like all men who are raised by women solely, you know, all of which are going to end up with feminine tendencies or their mannerisms.
Right,
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just a matter of that person.
Well,
because you got some boys that hang too close up on the mama.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have, so I've been on both sides, right? Because my mom and dad divorced when I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a stepdad come in, but it was a wide gap. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
When you have, like, I had my mama, her 2 sisters, my sister, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a house full of women.
Right.
Strong women.
Right.
And everybody know what I mean by that. Strong-minded, independent,
yes.
all that stuff. Sometimes you can't help but finding yourself as a man emulating some of those body movements, the language. When somebody yell at you, you find yourself moving your hand a certain way, and you like, my mama used to do that. You see what I'm saying? My mama used to do that. And I ain't talking about overly overt, just feminine, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe a feminine gesture that I used to do. And when you do it, you're like, I picked that up from my mom or my sister, who was so much older than me when I was a child. So that's what I'm saying. Strong, dominant stuff like that can bleed over into the young man. And we see that when, no, you know, I ain't gonna go there. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that I can see that, but in my life, it was a lot different. Like my dad wasn't around. The dudes that I did have that were around weren't worth nothing.
Right.
It was a period in my life when it was me and my mom, but she worked 2-3 jobs. So I really didn't see her that much.
Right.
So the things that I got into or did were strictly on me being a curious kid or whatever you want to say, and they say.
Right.
So
right.
I don't ever recall having any of those feeling overpowering situations.
Right. But and I can see that because you was in a situation that had women, but wasn't, like you said, your mom was at work all day. So my situation, especially at the time, my mom was on Section 8.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? We were down bad.
Okay.
You know, typical story.
Right.
So when you look
struggle.
up, the struggle, right.
The struggle,
so you look up and it's a house full of women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, they being strong, quote unquote, whatever, right? Which I think is a good thing, but I'm just saying, you know, it has a downside. It does. Because you hear them preaching a certain thing, or I would hear, and there's no knock, but at the time I would hear my sister on the phone dogging out her boyfriend. So as a child, what am I hearing?
That it's okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like I used to say in some of our podcasts that like if a woman hits on a boy, that's her way of trying to teach him
absolutely
how to be tough.
Yeah.
And all that does is make him resent women for hitting on him.
Right.
And the woman that he grows to be with one day, if this behavior is not corrected or changed, he lashes out and beats her.
Right.
Because this is how he was taught to deal with his anger.
So a double-edged sword.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm gonna just say right quick, I disagree.
Okay, good.
My mom was Sarah Connor. She taught me how to fight Terminators. She taught me how to build weapons out of nothing. And it takes the strength of a woman to sacrifice her womanhood to give you what you need. To go out there and play football with you when ain't no dad around. To go out there and try to shoot a basketball with, whether they know how to play or not. Every woman don't sit up here and say, oh, I gotta look prettier. Let me go to the salon and take my son with me. Every woman don't say, well, hold on, sit right in the car and see her mama smacking and getting all in people's face. Some women, moms, strong moms out there, gonna sacrifice their woman, they feminine side. So they kid, their son, they really truly love, they gonna do everything in their power to give them what they don't have, which is a man around. So me not have my dad around, stuff like that, I wanted to sit there on my mom. I'm a mama's boy. You know what she said? Get up. Show me how you do a push-up. Show me how you kick. And I'll tell you something they don't use today because they don't have a man. But back in the 90s and stuff, when I was a kid, they had karate movies.
Right.
We were watching Bloodsport.
Yep.
Mark Fidel.
That's right. Yep.
We didn't watch nothing that had anything to do with feminineness. No Lifetime was out then.
Right.
Or little color codes and cartoons and all that stuff. You feel me?
She kept me grounded and said, look, it's all right to play with females, but you a man.
You got to play with the fellas.
Yeah.
You got to hang with the boys.
Had
You
a
got
little
some
sister,
friends.
Had a little sister, right? We ain't have enough snacks. She taught me, look, you can go out and snack. That's a woman. Give her your snack. That's what my mama taught me.
Right.
Give her your snack. Give her your coat when it rain outside.
Right.
So
Okay. And
But you know what? Before you say something, I do hate to interrupt. But what that does is sows a good seed into that man, because that man again a bigger responsibility for those who are young in age, but their mind is much older than their physical body is, and they comprehend what's going on. They paying attention. They soaking up. They picking up game. You know what? I'm not gonna be like this when I grow up. I'm gonna be a better father.
But
You feel me?
Here comes said. Pop the bubble. Here
Pop
comes
that
said,
bubble,
pop
bro.
the bubble. Because what that does is repeat the cycle. What he just said is exactly what I always say.
Yeah.
Men are taught to respect women. Women ain't taught to respect men.
True.
So how
Well,
is it,
today's women aren't, but
because
Well, yeah, back then they were.
right,
Back then they did.
especially today's woman. You see what I'm saying? You heard what he just said? He was raised by his woman, right? As we all was in this room, to respect women. Women don't say they was raised to respect men. They don't say that. They say, my mom and daddy taught me to get an education
And be independent.
and to be independent.
And say, I don't need you.
It's absolutely. The
all right. So
women
look,
that say
well, how
they don't
about
need
this?
a man.
By
I'm
show of
the-
hands.
You know what I'm saying?
By show of hands.
That's
If-
why I say it's just a cycle.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
cycle could go on, but how many men in here have actually put their hands on a woman when they get fucking mad over something that they can't
Honestly.
control? Honestly.
I have.
Well, I haven't.
I have.
I mean, I have
I
a
have.
mental illness too, though. I didn't know that, but not to say that that was the reason. But I realized once I had that, got medicine for it, I stopped that behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
I was able to control me
Yeah.
because I realized when I was younger, I was trying to control people that didn't belong to me that I thought belonged to me.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good one.
Okay.
You know, we always talk about respecting people and things like that. And one of the biggest outlets of us getting motivation when we don't, or getting some type of glimpse of how life should be, is watching movies and music.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the root of sometimes raising our kids for our kids sometimes when we're not around. Because I mean, a kid will mimic what they see a lot of times.
Facts.
So what I was saying, like, my mama showing me how the hero acted in the movie. You know what I'm saying? How the humble person acted in these movies and stuff like that.
Okay, can I?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So when you say heroes, by whose standard? Because we have to understand what that term hero means. When you say hero, that means that there's a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a villain, who determines that guy is bad?
Well,
And when you say
Somebody had to tell him that that's the hero.
somebody had to
Yeah,
tell.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but
Or the
okay, so
enemy.
who determines the hero to be the hero?
what,
You see what I'm saying? So it's like hero means villain. Villain means hero. Who's the villain? Who determined that his way is the bad way?
I mean, they write the script how it's gonna be.
And that's what I'm saying,
But,
right?
but,
You
but
just
the
said.
thing about it though is, it's some things we don't need to know until a certain age. Some things need to be simple as possible. Like you can break down the alphabet, you can break down the background of numbers and everything like that. But when you're a kid, you just need to know 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. You don't need to know what behind the B, why they come up with this, or what really defines the B and stuff like that. That's down the line when you mature and become a man. We're just trying to get our seeds to survive in this world that's corrupt and got all these other bad seeds around.
That's
us
true,
right
but I'm saying once again, when you break it down to a fundamental level, kids, when you say good and bad,
now.
good and bad, kids learn good and bad from the people that's teaching it to them. Once again, who told that person? Like, okay, I always ask the question, why do people go to church? And most people only go to church because they was brought to church as kids. They don't understand or know why they
Continuing
go
the
to church.
cycle.
They just they
Or making that
continue the
choice.
cycle. So here it's the same principle, the same concept. You see what I'm saying? Good versus evil. Who determined that this was good and this is evil? And then when we talk about kids do see what they do live what they see.
They
That's why
emulate,
movies
right.
are so powerful. That's why our generation can be tricked up. It's a reason, and there's no offense to them, but mumble rappers and
I mean,
auto-tune rappers are on top. The dumb rappers are on top for a reason.
Crap babies.
They programming it. Certain movies are being played for a reason. They can push stuff a certain way and then allow other things to slide through. You know what I'm saying? Misdirection hidden in plain sight.
Well, to say this right quick, and I'm not talking bad about my brother on here, Virgo. But the thing about it, well, my mom raised all us similar, very similar, especially me and my brother, because we both men, we both boys.
Right.
And my brother didn't believe hardly, he was just like you. Movies are movies, who the villain, who cares, all that stuff like that, right? So let me tell you something, like, and I'm not dogging my brother out. Bad attitude. had trouble saving, getting jobs without snapping on people, had one of the worst high school years, gang activity worse than anybody I know, you know what I'm saying, close to me like that. There are things. I'm the one in here saying, wow, Superman really saved people, right? I have no cape in my closet.
Right.
I have no Superman outfit on. But in my heart, I said, this is what I'm supposed to do to be right. Mm-hmm. So anytime my conscience come along, and I feel like one time I was at DoorDashing, right? And the lady left me out hanging, didn't give me an address. So I'm driving down the street, and she ordered a lot of food from Jimmy Nick's. So I could have been like, okay, cool, let me eat this food, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because barbecue, Jimmy Nick's. But something in my conscience said I wouldn't have felt good eating this food, knowing it's a little drink that probably was to a kid. Oh. But I know I also did my analytical thing and said, okay, if they can afford all this food, they probably can afford some more. And they gave me the wrong address. I can't go back. Right. So I went to a homeless shelter and gave it to homeless people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if I eat it, I would sit down and I'll be like, you eat some other food, like really, and I'm on a diet anyway. Yeah. So it was more enough.
He's on a diet.
Yeah. I mean, it's stuff I don't eat. I mean, I'm eating people food. I wouldn't have felt right. That's the stuff my mama built in me. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
I agree with what you just said. I just got one thing though.
Yeah.
So what about when they wrote Superman to be the bad guy? When they
he ain't pay that attention.
When they wrote in for Batman to finally say, you know what, you the bad guy, right? And it's the same movie now. It's the same movie, but now Superman is the bad guy. So how do we explain that to kids that watch this? Well, where they got all the
I take it as
was fighting them.
I take it as this: ain't nobody perfect. And all of it got bad side. We constantly fighting our demons every day. So when that Superman 3 movie came out and there was a bad Superman, I was heartbroken. That the dude at the bar picked the fight with Superman. He know he's stronger than him. He knocked his face into it next day. Yeah, right? So I'm sitting here like mad, like what's happening to Superman? But when Superman came in his suit as Clark Kent, he had to fight that Superman that was bigger and badder than him. Right. And when he beat him and he ripped off this suit, this magical suit, and he was cleaning in the dirty Supermans. Y'all remember that movie Superman 3?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and stuff like that. Every time I feel like I'm hitting the ground with my dark side of me, I feel like I got to rip that off and beat him down and be bigger than that. Okay. You can teach a kid, you can teach similar kids the same thing. It's a chance one go this way, always. No matter what you do, no matter what you feed them, no matter what you put on their back. But the thing is, are you doing the best you can do as a man, as a woman? I can't look at her. You can't be independent. You can't be no alpha. You can't be no beta. Do what you can to give these kids the best chance to make the best decision in their life. If they come up short, it's not your fault if you gave it all you got. And that's all I was saying. Like, my mama ain't perfect. She real sensitive. I get some of her sensitivity sometimes. And some people might say that's a little feminist, and it is. I had to shake that off. But my mama never come to me and say, look, you should be sensitive. You should be feminine. You should be any things, even though they installed in you naturally. Like it's probably something you may do. Your kid might peek at you, and you don't even see that. It's not really bad, but it's something that you like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can't be perfect. We can't be perfect.
Yep, exactly. No one is perfect. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a music break. All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna scoot along real quick, and we're gonna play this track by Just This. It's called "Love You."
Yeah, I've been sitting there thinking how much I love you, how special you are. Everything we've been through is still cool. I like that. I like you. I like everything we got going on. I don't know what else to tell you. I miss you. I love you. You're the one. One to the two to the three. Sitting here drinking Hennessy, thinking about you and me. All the laughs and the times that we had. Never forget all the precious time that we had. Me and you together, girl. It's like a dream come true. Everything that I want is me and you. You're not a dime a dozen. You're like a 1 in a million. I wanna hit the lotto. I'm feeling rich forever. Might shake, but never rattle. I'm in a war, so fuck the battle. Cause it's all you that matters though. Get a little dough. Sit back, relax and chill. Let me love you so. Let me kiss you, hug you, hold you on down. I'ma miss you, love you right now. But I'ma do it like this. Do it like, do it with twist, so I know you coming back. Shit. Cause I love you. Baby, love you. Yes, I love you. Baby, love you. All I wanna do is love. Can't picture a future without you and me in it, girl. This is no way out. I'ma take it to the limit. I'ma press it to the line and do everything I gotta do to make it mine. Take me back, run around the track. I don't care about none of that. I'ma do what I'ma do to hold you back, hold you down, and push you forward. Never stop, cause I know that we are joining our soul department. Listen to me as I tell you how I feel. Look into the eyes of a dude for real. See, I love you from beginning to the end. Never stop, love you from beginning to an end. Let's stop playing, get the games together. I'ma do this and that, cause I love you forever. I'ma be the kind of guy that I gotta be right. Every time I think about you, it's alright. Cause I love you. Baby, love you. Yes, I love you. Baby, love you. All I wanna do is love you. Cause I love you. Baby, love you. Yes, I love you. Baby, love you. All I wanna do is love you.
Yeah.
KOD,
Yeah.
DOA, BOK. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Check. And we're back, and that was Love You by Just This, and we're right back in the building once and again, guys. So,
Whenever y'all ready.
yeah, we're hot.
All right. So, with that being said, the good and the bad, the different. I think children grow up, like you said, they need both. They need that nurturing, they need that seed, but they need to learn some things on their own too. And too much of one parent's forced identity will damage the child's personality.
And with that being said, going back to in just a second, do you want to make a quick announcement? We're rocking with your host, your main guy, the engineer.
Yeah, this is your boy Tricky Ricky, and we're currently at Alabama's finest HD Studios, where we do podcast recording, also do music recording, mixing, mastering, podcast editing, YouTube clip editing, and the list can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Just holler at your boy.
And just want to get a shout out, man. You got this Nashville trip coming up. Y'all excited about that?
Yeah.
We
ready.
Big one.
So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. And
Less
stuff
than a
like
week
that.
away.
Less than a week away and stuff. And we ask all subscribers to please tune in. We got a lot of different marketing sessions we're gonna be doing. Some 1-on-1, some 2-on-2, 4-on-4. We're gonna mix it up. We just throw in the hat and just roll with it. You know what
Man, y'all come on out. Make sure just make sure you bring your thinking cap with you, man. We gonna
make sure you don't do nothing crazy, because we're gonna be taping you. Hey, you ain't off the hook.
Man.
You either.
What?
I was hoping y'all forgot about that last thing. I was hoping you forgot about it. You know,
I'm gonna get
worried about
wild.
you though.
I'm gonna get bug wild.
I'm worried about you.
I'm gonna drink me some straight tequila. I'm gonna show y'all how to act.
See, we gonna show you what to do with it.
Well, hey, I want to say, everybody out there, I can't pronounce everybody's name right. Ashanti, Josie, Tara, and fourth.
Unique.
Miss Aquarius, I know.
We'll go with that.
We sorry about that. I just followed you. And
I follow all of them.
But yeah. We I just want to say we love what y'all do.
Watch y'all all the time.
Y'all do a lot of similar things that we do, but just in the woman's version. It should be good to get a man's point of view with the woman's version.
That's right.
Some strong men.
Some strong men.
Hey, we finna run them over. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
I don't want no trouble. Y'all want no trouble.
It's your boy King Nation over Slate. Tune in for that.
And your host, dysfunctional world.
And it's your boy, Mr. Let's Talk, IG.
Peace.
Yeah. All right.
Chop it. Let her do it.
All right. Now we're going back to the other one. We're going to pick up
All right.
All right.
You were saying.
So this right here is going to be, let's see, we got the first half, and we're still live. Shouts out to everybody that's listening.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
Shut
yeah.
up, shut
See,
up.
this is how we go, y'all. I mean, we got multiple things going on
Crank
right
it
now,
up.
y'all.
Okay,
We
we
are
finna
really,
crank it
really
up.
here working, y'all. Listen, y'all heard us to do a promo, right? So this for everybody out here in online radio land. Listen, you are invited too. You are invited. Come on out, party with us, man.
Yes.
Talk with us. Talk with us. Come on, bring your thoughts, bring your opinions. We know you got them. So let's talk about it. We
Shout
got
that
some good
location
stuff
out
going
one
on.
more time.
Oh, it's in Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville. Come on, party. Don't worry.
Nashville,
Don't worry.
Tennessee.
You'll get all the information in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
information
Check
you
your
need.
IG, check any other three
That's
IG.
right.
We'll be
Yeah.
And we'll
posting.
share that
We already
through
doing
our
this, y'all. This gonna be huge.
Alabama
Come
Finest page
out.
on Facebook
It's
too.
gonna be
Yeah.
4 of us. Well, right now it's 3 of us, but we'll
Those
have
4.
one more, so it'll be 4 guys and 4 girls.
Whoa.
I like that.
Whoa.
Good podcast.
It's gonna be great podcasting,
Yes,
y'all.
yes.
If you what y'all say, we outside, we gonna be outside.
Yep, yep, yep.
We gonna be by the pool,
You know what
by
I'm
the
saying?
gym room,
Right.
by the lobby,
So
in the
yeah.
room. Hey.
That's what we doing,
Hey.
y'all. So we definitely want to say, man, y'all just come on now and party with us. But look, y'all, we gonna kick it back, you know what I'm saying, to the subject. And we gotta let Brother Diz take us on out right there. Well, not take us out, but continue the topic.
He dropped the bottle. Dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball. He gonna pick it up and run the whole field with it, though. You know? We in there.
So go on, what you were saying on that?
So like, okay, with the good and bad thing, I gotta disagree with you, sir, because when I was growing up, I mean, we all around the same age. So when I was growing up and I was watching Boys in the Hood or Colors, that was what was really going on in my backyard.
Right.
So it wasn't anything that I felt like I need to emulate. I was already doing that anyway. It just was like,
yep.
oh, so y'all putting this on TV. Oh, okay. So it just made it seem like it was more right to do because they were advertising and making it seem it was still a good thing. They had cops and robbers, but even the robbers get away sometimes.
Well, to add to that, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something real crazy. You know, my mama raised us to feel like sissy was a cuss word. So anytime we hear sissy, it sounds like a cuss word.
Wow.
Do you know that I couldn't even listen to any rap at all until like I started sneaking listening to it? I couldn't listen to rap at all, not even radio rap.
Which was how?
Man, I couldn't
was
watch a Living Color.
All the way up to probably middle school, I could probably start listening to rap, probably about like 7th or 8th grade.
I remember the first rapper I remember hearing was Slick Rick when my uncle was playing in the room. He was playing
way before my time.
The Ruler.
I think
That was the first rap I heard. Then I heard LL. Then he played Kumo D. He played a couple other people. But the first initial person I heard him play was Slick Rick.
The only people we could listen to was Bone Thugs and Harmony because we tricked my mom into believing that R&B because they sing on their tracks.
Oh,
So we listen to R&B, mom. So
Okay, shout out to mom if she's listening.
Yes.
So look, this what I want to say.
Like
Right?
one of our watchers said, or faggot. That was one of them words they were.
Now
that
that would get me slapped upside the head if I said that. My grandma didn't like that. My mama didn't like that word.
Yeah.
Sissy, I could say sissy, but faggot, no.
But the only time I heard that word faggot for real was when there was a child molester around.
Yeah.
That's when the fellas would say that word.
Yeah,
when
that's
child
true.
molesters
Yeah,
around.
because it meant,
Or in a derogatory term.
that's right.
But
Because
I'm
that's
saying,
what it meant. You a child molester.
Like
Yeah.
nobody in my circle used that word to describe gay men.
Right.
Yeah.
They were just using that word to describe pedophiles.
Well,
Right.
just
I'm
about
not the
everybody
same
that
boy.
I've known,
Everybody like
I've
that.
heard it in that extent. They be like, man, fuck you, you faggot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard it in that context. You
Okay,
see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but look, because we ain't gonna get too far off in that conversation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move the conversation along a little bit, right? Let's say this because we touched on it earlier, right? Do these same overly aggressive or quote unquote strong air quotes strong women raise their sons to be overly respectful of women?
Some of them.
Too respectful.
Some of them.
Well, those would be the ones that we call the simp.
Yes.
Hmm.
But I
Oh man, but I love her.
What y'all think about
I
that?
think you could grow into being a simp though.
Ooh.
Now that's
Now,
a great topic. Can
Caking,
you grow into being
trying
a
to
simp?
buy that woman love.
Or are you just
By
you just
getting
a
her this,
simp by
that, and the
nature? Like,
third.
Is it something you born into?
Like I said, like let's say you take
You got an opinion on? Okay,
you take an average guy
uh-huh.
and you break his heart several times. He tends to fold whatever way makes a woman happy.
I agree. Facts.
So you don't have to
Facts.
be raised that way,
But
you can be molded that way due to life.
Just life, because life is for learning, and if you're not learning, why you living, man?
he about
He
to
don't
fold
like that
over
word.
in his chair.
Yeah, he don't like that
he was
word.
like, oh, come
Nah,
on,
it's
talk
just
to me.
because the thing about it, this how I feel. I just think we just giving too many names out for certain things. I'll be honest. This is my opinion. I feel like we giving too many names out and stuff. You know, so I'm gonna get in trouble for putting my family out here. But let me tell you something.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
50-50.
okay. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
taking
we
the
good
light.
now.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Good.
All right. So I just want to say, like, let me ask y'all a question first, and then let me jump back in on this.
All right.
Do y'all feel like it's a simp if the woman's making most of the decisions and the man kind of like carry things out and they're happily married, have no issues, the life successful, whatever? Do you feel like it's a simp or not? That's
No,
the
that's
first
the
question.
beta.
True, and also let me say this too, because I know I talk a lot of shit about stuff like this.
Mhm.
But I would say if a man is happy, it don't matter what he doing.
Okay.
Ultimately, that's
True.
how I feel.
Okay,
Ultimately, if you a beta, if you a simp, if you henpecked, if you whatever, if you happy,
Impact.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I just feel like I say, the reason I asked that question because every man ain't fit for the same position.
That's
Right,
true.
But that don't mean
Absolutely.
they ain't a man.
Yeah,
To me,
absolutely.
everybody
Yeah,
had their own morals of what a man is and stuff like that, and what a man ain't. They can go on for like debate for hours and hours and hours, just like a woman. A good woman.
That
a bad
ties
woman.
into what you were saying as far as like titles and everything.
Yes.
Everything has to have a name or a title associated with that too.
Can a woman say that? Can a woman have that argument? Like two men can, like we can have that discussion
Right,
argument.
right.
Like what's a real man and what's not? Do a woman qualify for that? To have that discussion?
Well, like a real woman who.
No.
A woman
Who's
can't
a real
say
man?
who's a real man. What's a real man?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay,
You feel like a woman
their
qualified?
opinion of it.
Their opinion.
I mean, I think.
Yeah, well,
everybody-
they're qualified to their. You see what I'm saying? But as far as like
Uh-huh.
giving like horrifying facts, like from our perspective, because obviously we lived and learned some things.
Mhm.
We can sit down and tell a young
Boy.
male what it's like to be a real man
Right.
with responsibilities
Right.
and all the other stuff.
So no, she can't.
I mean, hold on.
No, she can't.
Hold on.
She
He didn't
can't
say
give an
no.
opinion.
I'm not letting you get that, Virgo. I'm telling you, I gotta shut the door on it. He didn't say no. Now, this is what I think he's trying to say. You can say yes to no on this. Hold on. No. I'm trying to say. A woman can tell you about what they feel is a good man
What
and a
they
bad.
feel.
Yes,
But a man can tell you what a real man is from experience.
they tell what they feel too.
Wow.
Because they ain't perfect.
so
So
who's
they
more
can't say
valid,
what
though?
this man will be perfect in
Hold
this
on, hold on,
situation.
hold on.
They're still making an opinion from there,
That's
though.
what I'm saying. You
All right.
Thank you.
It's
double-edged sword.
So if a young boy asks you, what is a man? What would you tell him?
I tell them definitions
You
for
gonna ask
how
your
I feel
mama?
in my opinion.
Go ask your mama. I mean, if it's like that, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell him my opinions and stuff, right?
Yeah.
He gonna say yay and nay. Just like a woman could say something similar to me. A woman can come along and tell him the same thing, especially that my woman. She can describe me to him. She can describe everything I do for her, everything we got going on. So Ace do this, and then he be like, "Nah, that's a man." I come to him and say, "Well, I do this." We can have the same exact words, pretty much. Now, what's the difference then? Did I not say something? Not. I'm just saying. What's the difference?
It'd be almost the same thing, but
that's
y'all are not going to say the same exact
We won't say the
definition.
same exact thing.
You
but
see
it's
what I'm
the same
saying?
thing.
It's just, yeah.
He galloped. He leaped. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Do he stand or do he squat?
Yeah. It's simple stuff like that. He tapped it, he hit it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one or two
He
things.
co-signed.
Yeah. It's just
They on the same wavelength.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They're like, no, I ain't gonna let you get away with it.
I'm just saying though, the reason I say what I say is, and I hear what you're saying, there's a lot of women out there that need to hear what you guys say about this. And I appreciate you coming from that verdict. But some women are thirsty or hungry to hear, they know they're doing right. They're doing the best they can with their kid. They doing everything they need to do. They probably need some help here and there.
That period.
Yeah, but that's fine though. Because like I like a woman tell me I'm doing something good.
Why?
Because it feels good.
Why?
Because
You don't know that you already doing something?
ain't about that, bro.
You just said you know about good guys
ain't
and bad
about-
guys.
it ain't about
Don't you
that.
know when you're doing something? Superman
It ain't about that. It ain't about. It's about somebody appreciating you, bro.
Telling
Appreciation.
you that you did something good is not necessarily appreciated.
But it can be though. It can be. And acknowledgement is fine too.
Okay, so basically you need your ego stroke.
It could be ego, it could be whatever you want to be. When you do something, bro, you can't tell me, bro, you don't like getting compliments. You can't tell me when somebody knows what you're doing. Now, if you're going around boasting and putting a post up saying, I did this, that's more for your ego and more for your own stuff. But if you're just doing what you got to do, you focus on your mission, and somebody else say it, man. A girl say it. Man, you a hard worker. I appreciate that. Ain't nothing wrong with getting that.
That's true. No, you're right.
That's a part of being a man.
I gotta give it
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He talked me down.
Because I've been in a relationship before, and I felt like I didn't know what I was doing getting no's or not. But I didn't trip out and get off that line because it's supposed to be done. That's a man. It's supposed to be done, bro. It got to be done. So whether she noticed I wake up early before her, take care of this, do it right here, come through like that, I don't know. But the fact that she pay attention to it, say thank you. I appreciate that. It feels good.
So if she never say that, does it make a difference? Does it make you stop doing it?
It won't make me stop doing it, but it does make a difference.
I can see that.
It does make a difference.
I can see that.
And then what are you adding to that? Are you adding complaints on what I'm not doing? Because if you complain, you need to thank me for something too. You need to balance that out. To me, you need to balance that out. You ain't doing this, but you do this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying though.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna lie
It's
to you.
still funny, but it makes sense.
It's like
You need a balance there somewhere. I'm doing something
when he
right.
makes his points and he gets you.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
I
That's the
just
question for one of our viewers. Would you call a pimp a man? Yes, he's still a man.
Absolutely.
He just has the most complete mind control over another individual's body and soul.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
That also comes with another title.
So when I do that, I'm gonna take that moment right there to ask my next question, right?
All right.
So do these same women we talk about once again, do they raise son husbands?
I think a woman's capable of doing whatever her mindset puts her
You know
to
what
do
a
in her
son husband
emotions. Yeah. Somebody that she wished to be her husband. Her son, her similar to what she wanted.
So her son, she wants her son to
She treats
provide
her
for
son
her.
as the husband.
Right, the man of the house, you know, and
You
I don't think that's a good idea.
You know something funny about that though? On Virgo again, my brother. You know, my brother don't look at my mama as his mama.
But they look at that.
When my dad left, he stepped in.
Okay.
And he became that guy. And he felt like he was my dad more than my brother. I mean, if we do something stupid, hit the shoulder. Real talk. But it's detrimental now because the much as I love what he did as an older brother, he talked to my mama any type of way. And it hurts me to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's not his daughter. And that even ain't his sister. But that's going back to raising. You know what I'm saying? He took the route of a man early as a boy.
Yes.
So he don't see nothing else, but I'm the man and everybody else gotta follow me and stuff.
Right.
We bump heads on that. Sometimes I gotta tell, hey bro, don't talk to me like that, bro. I'm your brother, I'm not your son.
Right.
But like I said, we raised the same way up to a point. The dad leave, some people get the chance to step up and be a man too fast and get a little too controlling with it and don't recognize what's what. But he break my mama feelings hard a lot of times, talking to her like she's a kid.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, is that a man though? I mean, he alpha, but that a man.
He's not less of a man.
No, he ain't saying less of a man, but that's the definition of a man.
He's less respectful than you are, but he's not less of a man.
Right.
You're just a disrespectful ass man.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, that's an interesting case right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because on one hand, you have how much older is he than you? Like,
2 years.
Well, see, that's I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. We've been fighting, man. I clothesline his ass.
We fought a bunch of times. We fought a bunch of times. He used to beat my butt every time. One summer I hit the growth spurt. One summer I took up martial arts, and I never looked back on that. And the thing about it though is, I'm gonna tell you something that my mama taught me, and I don't care if it's feminine or not. I will love everybody around me who got my heart. So the much as he do what he do, I never hate him. I never down him or nothing like that. That's my brother. I love him to death. Can't nobody talk bad about him like that except us.
That's right. Yeah, that's
and I know why he did what he did, though I don't agree with the tax he do. I know my mama feel pain, though I don't agree with her always
confiding on him. Like she straight up say, he ain't come home last night. Mama, he almost 40 years old. So what? So what? Let him go.
Yeah.
As long as he ain't missed for days, end up on a milk carton, knock on wood, then I'm good. And that's just what my mama don't have in her, and that's what we separate at. I didn't stay on her on that, like, oh, let me call him up, let me make sure my brother's all right. So a man can separate, a boy can separate from his mama, even he's a mama's boy. He's not gonna just grow up just rubbing on her breast, sorry. Or sucking on her breast or whatever you call it.
Titty baby.
In your,
Titty baby.
Right, in
Yeah.
your situation, though, he did it out of necessity, right?
He felt like he had to do
What
it.
about the one for the women who raised them like that? You know what I'm saying? Because that term,
Because there are women who raise men that way.
to be that, right?
And then they get mad when he trying to be something other than that.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what he,
yeah.
that was his whole standpoint.
Right.
He was coming from a women's point that actually raised men with an aggressive type enforcement that alters or taints the child in the wrong way. Not the ones that do it and the child come out great seated, great rounded person. Not that person. He's talking about the other person.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everybody gonna ask where you get your rank from. What manual book you read, what you did, how watch out. Am I wrong or right?
You're right.
Everybody gonna ask that.
They gonna ask.
What are you doing? Who
That's
taught
true.
you? Who did this? Who you got the right to do this right here? You gonna have women got strengths, and they gonna teach that boy to be sharp. And then you got people have strengths, and they ain't gonna teach the boy nothing but how to punch people in the face when they get mad. What manual? What upbringing you got? What knowledge you got to raise a kid? And we need to think about that while we knock around these women.
Oh no, fact.
We need to think about what seed put in the woman. Like if she look like she fine as all get out, and she missing a bunch of screws up top, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we should wrap it up.
Hey,
Yeah, because she's sure as shit not gonna.
Yeah.
She let you tighten them up.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
No.
but what we do is not do it sometimes. Sometimes we play the role of Superman, thinking that whatever happens, we can save them, we can make it happen. But then again, like I said before,
Kryptonite.
Yeah.
who get the kids in court? Now I'm talking about 10.
Women.
But she's a good lawyer.
So you can go dressed up in a
Or you
suit tie.
convince her
That-
personally that he needs a man or that child needs you in their life more so than she does.
Yeah.
Cause my son, to tell you right now, he's 13. I don't never want to live with my mom. I love my dad.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
everybody come
absolutely.
around me, see my son. Hey, he's not even with that gang.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, your mom finna take care of you from that. What? Hold on. Yeah, let's go in the back and talk.
Right,
Right,
man.
And the only reason I chose my mom or my dad, because my dad wasn't around. My dad will come around and buy gifts, take us shopping, make us feel amazing, right? But then he left. That
Right.
disappointment, him leaving, my mama always there. I don't care what you got in your pocket, Dad. I choose to be with moms.
Yeah.
Because when I wake up, I know there's somebody you're upset with. Somebody you're saying to get on my buddy when I'm slipping.
Yeah.
So
need that.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that comes with it. I
Yeah.
think that helps to make you well-rounded, like you were saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? But according to medical folks, you know what I'm saying, they say child rearing up to 7 needs both parents, mom and dad. After 7, you don't need the mama. And this is what the medical folks are saying.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's true though.
It's true because the most important part of a child is those earlier years where they need that
You might not
nurturing
even
and all
need
that.
that from her, for real.
Right. And not
If you
saying
got the
that
right kind of dude, he can
Right.
nurture her.
he can't after 7. After 7 years
Before
old.
7.
Well, I
What
mean,
do
I'm
y'all
just
call
going to
what
what
y'all
they
call
say.
nurturing though? What y'all call that?
Everything that a woman can do. Because after 7, a child don't need breast
Pick
milk.
them up.
So besides
wipe
breast
and
milk,
scratch
what is
off.
she doing?
Like,
I don't know.
you
I mean,
got
I'm not saying it like
you
that. I'm
got
not
two
saying that because I
men.
know
You
that
got two
sounds
men.
harsh.
You got
but
2 men.
It's not really harsh. Just it just don't
Well,
fit in my life. That's all.
This is what the medical folks were saying.
Yeah.
And I'm just quoting what they said. After
For the
7,
medical people,
if a boy child didn't have his mama no more, it's okay. If they don't have their dad.
anything can be okay. You know what I'm saying? You got people in foster homes come out and be doctors and lawyers and everything else.
Facts.
But the thing
Absolutely.
is,
Absolutely.
though, regardless
Jamie
of your
Foxx.
success, regardless of your success in life, there's a void of not having a mama around. My mama told me this before.
Absolutely.
My mama said this straight up. When I brought up the alpha and beta thing like that, and I know I'm gonna get some conflict, but it's true. She said we came out when every man came out of their mama. They didn't cry for their dad. They cried for their mama.
They didn't cry for neither one of them.
They cried for their mama, dog.
George
They cried
Floyd,
for their
may his
mama.
soul rest in peace. He called for his mom.
He cried for his mama.
Who?
George Floyd.
No,
Yes.
when he born. You said when he born.
I'm talking about
Well,
I'm talking about period. We cry for our mama naturally, bro.
No, not
If you got your
necessarily.
mama around when we babies,
Not
that's the only
necessarily.
thing we know.
No,
We've been
no,
in
no,
her
no.
for
Yep.
forever.
When you're a baby, what you know is what your smell. So when you come out in the womb, and then you're in the first 42 hours, 48 hours or so, you're in the room with your mom and dad, and you get a smell for your parents because you can't see very well. You don't audio know how to talk to them, so you know how to smell them.
You get to associate the sound, the smell, and the whole.
And if he's a good man, he probably been talking to the baby since the baby was a fetus in the stomach. So the baby knows the voice and scent.
I mean, I understand that.
So when the baby cries, it's not because they want mom. It's not because they want food or they want to be changed.
I see majority of kids, babies, when they babies,
infants,
babies, they with their mama.
That's just because
they with their mama.
That's where society.
That's society.
That's them. That's the parents.
That's society.
I had never seen no baby come out. Now tell me if I'm wrong. I had never seen no baby say, "Daddy, come get me, take me away, hug me, nurture me," over the mama.
Okay, now, but you also never heard a mama say, "Baby, come here, let me nurture you, hug you, do this." They just do it. I'm just saying.
It's a good debate. You know, I'm just saying. I feel like most people come out to their mama because they familiar with their mama. They're not familiar with nothing else.
That's not true. Because in my case, both of mine been up under me since they were very little.
But for you, if you can remember that, then you were too old. I'm talking about when you come out your womb, you cry to your mama first. When you're a baby, for you can know knowledge of your dad and your mama.
Well, think about when y'all was in the alley playing football or in the backyard and you get tackled too damn hard. You get up, who you gonna call?
I'm calling my mama because my dad gonna be like,
Dad gonna be at work.
I ain't call mom.
My dad gonna be like, get back out there. He don't understand. My dad ain't understand.
Dad to see your ass back out there. He be like, go on back out there. But the point that I'm trying to make is, hey, at that vulnerable point, we tend to. Some, not all, but some.
Yeah.
No, I feel, and you're right. Some folks lean on towards mom, some lean towards dad.
Some that have dad, some that have mom, some that have both.
One or the other at different points in my life. No, both of them at the same time because they were divorced. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. So I know how both of them go. But I know this: if I'm playing tackle football and I get hit, I'm not yelling for my mama. The fellas out here, I'm not yelling for her. I'm like, oh, good hit, bro. But I ain't gonna be like, mama. No.
I mean, I won't do that either. But the thing is, that's a pride thing with me.
Like, okay.
But what about when you're too young to even know what pride is? Because we had the little youngsters that would be playing football trying to be like the older guys.
Okay, now the answer to that would be, is your daddy around? If that's
he could be at work.
If that strong woman is teaching you emotion, then that's gonna be your response. You're a product of your environment. If your dad is around while you young playing tackle football, get up, son.
If he was there, yes, he would send you back out there. But I'm just saying, like for the younger folks that were too young to play with those that be like, man, I'm around the boys. But
mama seeing her son get hit and babying him and coddling him, and a man seeing his son get hit. Come here, son. Check you out. If he fucked up, he gonna take him to the side. But a mama, oh my baby.
Man, I just feel like this right here. If I want an energy drink, I went to my dad. If I want an energy booster, I went to my brother. If I want a nourishment, that milk, you know what I'm saying, that honey and milk, I went to my mom's.
Absolutely.
And when you have a balance of both, it's all right. Now, if I want sympathy, if I want somebody to hold me and love me as a baby normally wants, because we don't know pride, we don't know how to muscle, we scared of everything, dark, everything, check everything.
Yeah.
I want my mama to pat me on my head and put me on her lap versus my dad say, ain't nothing in here, it scared me.
You know what?
Whatever like that.
But that's only because your mom held you more than your dad.
Yes.
If dad did that, then you would feel the same way about dad.
I just try to visualize what he just explained.
What? Trying to visualize.
What he just said. I'm trying to visualize. I just didn't visualize that in my head. That's the reason why I'm laughing.
I'm just saying, like, when you want somebody to feel you more, to me. My mama was the sensitive, emotional person that can control emotion. We talk about it all the time. Women are more emotionally stronger. So when I got emotion, when I have emotions and stuff, I want to go to strength. I want strength. I want strength here. I don't want logical, you know what I'm saying, physical point of view, you know what I'm saying? If I want that, then I go to my brother. I go to my dad if he's around. But you sometimes want just to be as a baby. Because you're a baby.
That's true. No, you're right.
You know
but it doesn't necessarily have to point you out or paint you to be as a baby. Most men will still talk to their mom on a level because they've been around her for so long. Like, hey, let me get your opinion on this.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the strongest warrior group ever. Well, one of the strongest. We all seen the movie. 300.
Zulu.
300.
Zulu.
Well, I mean, with the exception of absolutely, yes.
I
yes.
mean-
but just to go along with what I'm about to
Okay.
say, 300.
Okay.
How they raise their kids.
Like
If you
Gladiator.
was weak as a baby, what
You're
they
gonna
do,
be weak.
poof, in the pit.
they killed him.
Bond
They
in
killed
the
the
pit.
weak.
They killed them.
I never
They
seen the
from-
movie
from
300, by the
birth.
way.
Well,
They would look at
okay.
you
In the beginning of the movie,
right?
no, in the beginning of the
Mhm.
movie,
Go ahead. Yeah.
they're I guess you said they're Romans. The
The Spartans.
Yeah, the Roman
but-
Spartans.
Yeah, the Spartan. That must have been under Justinian. Okay, go ahead.
The son's king. When he's of 10 or 13 years old, they sent him out in the wild by himself.
Yep.
By himself.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else around. He ran into what was
The
it?
wolf.
A wolf.
Mhm.
He killed the wolf and came back.
Right. And was
He
king.
well, there was only one way in, one way out, and the
Mhm.
wolf just kept coming.
Yep.
So the wolf eventually killed itself because it jumped over. He did load it up.
Mhm.
Came back. They forfeited him some more and they made him the king.
Mm-hmm.
So all they did was raise warriors. They didn't raise nobody to love.
That's it.
To none of that. All they did
And-
was raise warriors and machines.
And one thing right before what he just said, like he said, at 13, that's what they had to do. At 7, they went off the train.
Mhm.
7 years old, you go off the train. 7, which also proves my point. They didn't need the mama after 7 years old. The mama put everything in you that you needed. The nurturing, the love, the motivation, all that. Remember what she told him, come back on your shield or with it. Either die or come back to me. I gave you everything you need. Now it's time for you to go be a man and train and learn how to fight.
You know something crazy? And I'm just defending myself.
Absolutely.
I'm just defending myself here.
Why do you always feel the need to?
Because I have to. I'm gonna tell you like right now.
Uh-huh.
Chucky and E.T., man. Those
Okay.
shits used to scare the shit out of me, man.
Chucky.
So let me tell you something.
Like E.T.?
Let me tell you
Okay,
something.
okay.
I don't like that dude, man. So let me tell you something. Though. Let me tell you something about me, right? When I get scared, watch a movie with my crazy brother who don't care.
Mhm.
Do you know what would happen if I ran in my room, my mom's?
What?
He beat you up later?
My brother don't care. She'll put a pillow up on my head, rub my head, say, okay, go to bed, Chucky, E.T., fake, don't worry about it.
Right.
If I go to my brother, you know what he gonna say?
He gonna get you tonight.
Go watch it.
Man, you gonna get the hell out of here with that shit.
Right.
Beat the hell out of that dog. E.T. black like us.
So,
Whoop his butt.
okay, so which one would you prefer?
If I'm a baby, I want my
Oh,
mama.
baby.
I want to lay in that bed comfortable knowing that in fact my brother ain't gonna try to play a trick on me. Cause knowing him, you know what I'm saying? He a buy Chucky dog.
Right.
Wonder where he got it from. Boom, you gonna fight this dog now. You gonna be a punk.
Yeah.
I don't want that all the time, man. Not the baby.
Oh, man.
Not no baby, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
One of the viewers said, their mama brought them in front of the classroom and said, be strong, protect yourself in front of the class, and she was a Virgo.
Wow. Hey, shout out to all the Virgos. I'm telling you. Hey, let's get another song real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Take a pause for a break.
All right.
Get some of this music going. We're going to randomly select some. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, I know you're going to like it.
I close my eyes when I do it. Survey
Right.
says.
Back to you.
Okay. We got Back to You by PSD featuring Sir Said. It's out now on all platforms, so make sure you make your way over to wherever you stream. All platforms. Back to You. PSD or P $D. Bet.
Look, you really got me hoping, wishing, reminiscing. Since the day you caught my eyes, you had my attention. Anytime that we touching, hugging, or when we kissing, you had me wrapped around your fingers, all up in my feelings. Tripping, had me falling for you, I admit it. And they say that love was blind, well, babe, you caught my vision. I'm in search of a real queen with big ambitions. Someone who get on my nerve, truthfully, that's what I'm missing. You make me better, that's what they call goals. Shawty be on my mind, and I can't let her go. Ain't no need of us rushing, baby, let's take it slow. You're the baddest chick in the game, thought I should let you know. Love your psychology, cause you always stuck on my mental. I call you up to see what you're trying to get into, cause you're my Nola darling. Love how you paint that picture. I really want you back, baby, so let me kick it with you. You know I miss you.
Stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you, running back to you. I try to refrain, but your neck is so sweet and savory. I keep running back to you.
You got me fiending for you, this is real bad. You're such a blessing to my life and not a big mad. You're not the type to get impressed spending big cash. You need someone to split the bills and help you chase the bag. You do the cutest things and that's what I adore. But I never get enough, I want you back for more. Don't make them beg, I'm saying por favor.
right.
You got me speaking Spanish.
This the engineer, guys. Fret not, man. We just jamming music.
Got me on
So-
bending knee. I'm talking Lord knows. Shawty always on my mind and I won't let her go. And just in case that you forget, then I'ma let you know. A good relationship will make you go insane. You know I want you
We
bad.
back,
Do
y'all.
I have to say your name? Can't leave
Engineers
it
mess up sometimes. I got too many faders over here.
Like PFD, $P$D. Featuring Sir said, yours truly.
All right,
Go out of verse
we
every now
back.
and again, man. You know how we do it, man. We just like to keep y'all guessing. You know, this is a young man game, but you know, old man sport. Y'all heard right. We gonna keep this conversation going. Let's go. Let's roll it out.
So something to add on to what saying it's actually getting on the Virgo team with this.
All right.
And I'm being honest, and maybe even the cap team.
Man,
I really do feel like there's a lot of things if I would have had a man around,
Mhm.
I would have been better at today.
I agree.
And it ain't got nothing to do
Yeah.
with any type of technical things. It's all about how I handle myself emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically. You know, so my brother did the best he could do.
Mhm.
He was a boy too.
Mhm.
We were both learning together. But what I can say is though, a lot of people say I wish my dad was dead. Well, then you would have the opportunity to at least have a say or something.
Right.
I always said you ain't got to put me in the nicest this or give me the best opportunities. Just give me something. Give me something. Let me get a chance to say no, yes. Give me a chance to fail.
Right.
Give me a chance to be po.
Give me the
Yeah.
opportunity for
You know what I'm saying? You give me all of that, I will never hate my dad. I will never bash my dad because I'm here. So every time I get a good piece of food, every time I go on an adventure, anytime I get to laugh or smile about anything in life, I gotta thank that
Yeah.
for
That's
my
true.
dad.
But you know what though? When you had said something about what what you had learned, you see what I'm saying, from a woman. But like when I was with my mom, when my sister's father was there, when my transmission went out in my car, because I had my first stick shift, I tore the transmission up learning how to drive it.
Right.
But he's supposed to have been helping me with it. He left me hanging. So you know what I did? There was no Google. There was no YouTube.
Right.
I got my ass out there. It took me 3 days, but I put that transmission in that car.
Dang.
Put the axles back on, throw out there and a whole 9
That's what's up.
what'd you use?
with 3 tools.
Yeah, what you
The,
use?
a hammer, the damn wrenches, the turn. It was on 10 millimeters because it was a Mazda 323
Okay.
and a 1/2 inch
Wow.
socket wrench,
Yeah.
deep well.
See,
So I'm bust my knuckles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I learned that much now, but at least I was watching what he did. I watched him take it loose, and I knew how to put it back together. First time, it didn't take off.
Oh, go ahead, because I want.
Next time around, I tried it, then it jumped in the first. I'm like, oh yeah, I took off, and it was running.
When you said your brother stepped in and took over, was he acting like your dad?
he was
And I
trying
don't mean like trying to be your dad, I'm saying, was he acting
was
like the
trying
man
to.
who
He was
left?
trying to.
Like,
But the
he
only
got
problem
mannerisms and
was
stuff?
the only problem with being a dad and stuff is the fact that you mature from a certain stage in your life. So when you try to tell me what the right thing to do and you got a big blunt in your hand,
Right.
it's hard.
Right. That's
or
true.
when you get drunk and you're still a teenager, you ain't supposed to drink. Where you get the alcohol from?
From the
Right.
boys.
You trying to tell me, you trying to tell me and stuff like that. And sometimes when you ain't mature, you gonna say stuff that ain't right.
That's true.
And we're gonna argue,
Absolutely.
we're gonna fight about that.
Yep.
Cause we only 2 years apart. So it wasn't like having a dad around. It was just he did the best he could, and I appreciate him for trying that.
Absolutely. Yep. A lot of people won't do that.
But to add to what he's saying,
Mhm.
no offense to this, but I wouldn't care if you had like a building of tools. Just back to get a good grief.
Oh, and the damn hydraulic jack. The jacket up and put it back. I used my feet
Man,
and everything, bro.
That's impressive.
I had
that
it
you be
on
able to do
bricks.
it.
I had it on bricks.
Some
and
people
all
don't even know
that.
how to do an oil change, bro.
And how old was I? I was 18 years old.
Man, yeah,
I sat down, watched them take it loose, but I put the transmission in there.
No,
I have a dad, but my dad never really helped me do anything. He wasn't ever really around to be a dad. I don't even think he was mature enough mentally to be a dad. He just made children, and all of us are different than him, except maybe one of us. One of us is real close to the way he acts, the things he gone through and the things he goes through. But like me, only thing I ever picked up from was what not to do to be a dad.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I never picked up how to treat women from him because he like a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Yeah.
All right, so when you said that there was one that's like him, is that like the one?
It's the second one.
The second one?
Okay.
'Cause I'm the first.
Okay.
He's the second.
Okay, I was thinking in my mind it'd be that last
be the
one
last, but it's
because
not.
at that point you coming to
Now,
a point in your life where your
What is it
mindset
with the
started to
second
start
though?
to
Because
I don't know.
my dad's
'cause-
second child is the namesake. He got my dad's name. I'm the first.
Oh, I got
But
name.
my
I
brother-
I got my dad name.
Really,
I'm the
my
first,
brother
but
got the
my
name.
brother, he got more attention.
My
Yeah.
brother
My,
got the
my
name.
dad promised
I'm
me a
like,
car, but I brought my own car. But he's co-signed for my brother. Told me
You the
no.
middle child?
Huh?
Middle?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a middle child. Can I elaborate on that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It sucks being the middle child, even though y'all don't think it do. Because the first child get to do everything first.
Okay.
So my brother had the first job. I wanted a job bad. When I was 9 years old, all I wanted for my birthday was a job. My mom didn't give it to me. I was upset. I mean, you can believe that.
Yeah.
I hated asking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hated asking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to save my allowance up, and every time mama say she didn't have enough for water bill, you know what I'm saying, overhearing her talk, because she never told her that, I'll bring my little $4 in and say, Mama, would this pay for it?
Wow.
Like, that was me as a kid.
Yeah.
So my brother got the first job. He got to stay up later than me. He
bought a
can
bad
go
stuff.
out. He can go out. I'm just saying. And then, okay, then you got the kid, the baby. She don't get in trouble like I get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I might get whooping. She don't get whooping. She get told,
Yeah, because
go in your room.
that's the modification.
But I'm just saying, she get the
Like
she get
your
baby.
brother got whooped before you did.
Yeah, yeah. And also, let me tell you something too. If I run to her and I'm too old, she be like, handle that like a man. My sister jump in her lap. She like, oh, the baby. The baby. I'm seeing like this right here. Like I used to be the baby. I'm too young to be baby, and I'm not old enough to get the good stuff.
Right.
So I'm just sitting in the middle like, dang. So she get to go to her little baby powder, baby party, stuff like that, all dressed up and stuff like that. Oh, you too old for that. Oh, let me go out here with the friends and play football with them. No, I don't want you doing that yet. So what I'm gonna do? Well, you can watch a movie here with mama. Damn. I don't want to watch Perry Mason or Matlock. I'm tired of this shit. Like for real. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's true.
Well,
Man.
I don't even know who's the middle kid in ours because it's 7 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3. I guess he'd be 7.
Yeah.
7 is doing middle.
Well, probably 3 and 4.
Yeah, okay, so 3 and 4. Well,
Number 4. 'Cause
number
seven,
4, yeah, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
So 4. 4 is what is 4 doing? 4 is he got 2 kids, 3 kids, and he works a lot, and he loves the other side of people, not his race, but the other people. 3, he's trying to get his life together. 2, God knows what he's doing. One day he owns something, one day he not. He's trying to come up. I don't know. The baby, he got a baby. Only time I hear from him is when he put out a rap video. The one above him is in prison, and the one above that has a great job, but he caught up with his people. He don't mess around and do stupid stuff.
Hey. All right. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, so getting back, because I don't, yeah, I don't even want to run down my family. I just had a brother got locked up last night.
Dang,
Shout out to
bro.
you, bro. Listen, y'all, I've been up since 7 o'clock yesterday morning.
You had a trial yesterday or something?
Well, no, just from the start of my day yesterday, I
Okay.
haven't been asleep yet.
No, I'm saying your brother, he had a trial yesterday.
Oh, no, it just happened yesterday. Everything happened last night.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
So I've been down there with him all night, trying to figure out whatever.
Right.
I got the call about 1:30. I
Okay.
got home at 5:45.
Mm.
And I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's my family, so I had to be there. And
Yeah.
then from there, this thing happened, and this, and I just ripping and running. So
Gotcha.
it's like, all right, you know
Be
what?
those days.
It be those days.
Yeah.
It be those days, but like, this is what we talking about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because folks got family members that got issues. You know what I'm saying? And his thing ain't nothing major, so I don't want nobody to think,
Okay.
but it's just minor stuff.
Yeah,
it's,
mine's
just,
major.
it's just a weekend, so he got to sit there for the weekend. But it's cool, but
I
yeah.
gotta sit there for another 7, 8 years.
Oh yeah, now I got one brother who he been there 19 and a half already.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a long time.
It's a very long time. Very long time.
That's almost a lifetime.
It is, for
Man,
real.
what?
And it's like, man, it's crazy.
I got a couple of cousins that I grew up with. Now, these were my right-hand man, and both of them are locked up. One was the one that robbed the damn Wendy's in Hoover. Y'all remember that?
I think I remember that.
That's my cousin. Locked up, threw the book at him.
Damn.
30 years. He was 30 when he went in.
Ooh.
Got another cousin. He was with the wrong crowd, hanging out, had the wrong guy. Guy instructed him, "Hey man, go get that on the car." He handed it to him. Wow, little white boy got shot in the head. He lived though. But the dude got life in prison. Cuz got 20 years. He had to do a split. Got out here, knucklehead, violated, 15 on straight.
Wow.
2025 on his release date, and my other
Crazy.
cousin is like 2026 or some shit.
Yeah, my
See?
nephew just got out. One on there.
Wait a minute, hold up, I'm tripping.
Wow.
Because in his case, his is 2041 because he's gonna be 60 when he get out.
Mm.
Yeah, I think one of my, let's see, 2019, 17, I think 17 or 18, he just got out.
Okay.
From serving a 5 or 6 year bid.
See, and is it sad that all of us know somebody who's currently in jail or just got out of jail?
That
Or
is sad.
But there's a cycle, and there's something under the surface that attributes to that. Is
Well,
it
it
the
is- it's
mentality
a
of
lot
the
of things.
streets? Is it the lack thereof?
Is
Is
it
it too much of this
I know why
or too much
I
of
know why my
that?
nephews ended up in there. They ended up in there because they didn't have a dad. You know what I'm saying? Two of them got the same mom, and their mom just died a couple years ago of a heart condition. And as soon as she died, it's like everything just.
Well, this one that's getting out in 2041, his dad served a sentence for stabbing somebody to death in Brighton.
Sometimes it's a cycle, man.
So it's
Wow.
Like we talked about the last time I was here. Children do one or two things. They either emulate what they see,
That's right.
or they
make
do
their
the
mind
total
up and
opposite.
choose their own path and they walk
They
it.
do the
Now-
opposite. They do the same thing.
That's right. And now y'all see how from a topic like which seems provocative, we got this deep.
We did.
And this is why we need these conversations. You know what I'm saying? We need these conversations because at face value, you be like, oh man, that's just another topic, trying to cause drama. But here it is. We done broke it all the way down to where we discussing how we got family members and friends who directly affect us by being locked up.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And that just came from a topic of, is your strong ass raising a weak ass son? And I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what the topic was. And until we have these conversations, we can never break it down to this level because it's so much more than what the title is.
I think that it just I don't like, okay, so I think some kids, they do emulate a lot of other things they see around them, but some don't. I dated a woman before I had kids, and her daughter, I think her mama dumb as all get out. Stupid. And you know what I'm saying? She up here studying and doing her little crayons or whatever like that. I'm talking about young. She ain't even in high school.
Damn.
And her mom was saying, yeah, and I told them how to do this, and I told them to do this, and I told them to do this. And the kid, the son running around like a dog almost, like just retarded. Like, go over there, go and do it over there. I told him to do this. And did you put the paws on the gallon? He on there broke the paws and he running around crazy and stuff. And the daughter, younger than him, sitting there like, dumbass, mama. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till I get out of here. And I talked to her and she was like, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna make some of myself. I'm never coming back here ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like some kids don't follow their surroundings and don't follow nothing like that.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them really venture out. You know what I'm saying? And they be different.
And I want to say this because where I came from, I moved from Brooklyn, New York to Birmingham, right? I call it out of the fire into the fire. You see what it is, especially when I moved here in Birmingham in '92. Exactly. So for me to say I want to go to the military wasn't nobody where I came from or where I was at. I moved to Winona. Nobody was saying they want to go to nobody. But like you said, you got to do something different.
Yeah.
I understood what was around me.
Yeah.
No.
I got one for you.
Uh-huh.
All right, I know two women that have grown up watching siblings have so many children and they get stuck with having to watch them and they're missing out on so much. And then by the time they get out of high school, they made up in their I'm going to college.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is my wife and her niece is another. And she getting ready to go to college at Stillman.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can tell y'all a little example on me, man, personally. So my family, got money or had money, nice daughters, everything like that, nice sons and stuff. When we went to like our town and stuff, we were like the black sheep of the family because we didn't make it much. My mom was struggling being a nurse, single mom, and they would joke, they would play around with us, keep us like family. And when we turned our back, they'd talk so bad about us. Talk about what we were wearing, why he this way, why he that way. And this cycle went on all my life. So let me ask y'all a question. Okay. How many times it seems like I'm distant from people? I'm not around a lot of people. How many times y'all hear me talk about all these people? Thanksgiving, I work. Because growing up, I learned that my circle got to be so small because I can't trust my family members like that. I broke off. Now, let me ask y'all a bigger question. Who do you think make the most money out of all this now?
Okay.
Who you think they had to borrow money all the time? And why you ain't at the gathering and stuff like that?
Right.
Grandma called me up, said, co-sign for this for me. Co-sign for that for me and stuff like that. Mom said, don't get all involved in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I got treated like something was wrong with me. When nothing was wrong with me, is I'm a kid.
Right.
I'm a kid.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So I could have said, forget it. They talking bad about me. Let me try to act like them. Let me try to emulate them. Or let me go on the street and do what everybody on the street do or something like that. I just want to get out the planet altogether and do my own thing. And I want to be me. That's part of the reason I moved to Birmingham, to get away from everybody and become me. Become Ace, become me.
That's right.
So,
and sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta grow. Like they said, a shark will grow 8 inches in the fish tank.
Yeah.
Put him in the ocean, he grow 8 feet.
At least find out who you are, man. A lot of people don't know who they are. They're just a figment patch or fabric of the whole sheet, a whole people, the whole society, social media network. They're not their own person.
They're afraid. People are afraid to be themselves.
They're not their own person.
I don't know, because like I said, I came down here, what, 93, 94, and I thought I was getting away from the gang banging.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was due to the wrong environment or whatever, but I grew, well, when I got here, I lived in Norwood / Evergreen Bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, I was banging twice as hard down here than I was up there when I had to teach dudes how to do it right. They kept doing it wrong. They're wearing the rags on the wrong. It became like a job.
Mm-hmm.
And then my partner got killed when I was 16, sitting next to me. And I was like, I had to get away from it. So I chose the Marine Corps. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't been doing this, but a subscriber said something real dope I think you need to hear.
Okay.
She said, Lydia said, there seems to be more single mothers than single fathers. Maybe the father's weakness makes a strong child.
Maybe a father's weakness makes a strong child.
The lack of father.
Okay,
I
so
disagree.
I can agree. He's anti. That's I'm gonna make you a shirt that say anti, and it's like a stamp that say rejected. But in regards,
gray zone, because y'all just live in the gray zone. Y'all love the gray zone. You guys sometimes you got to pick a side.
Gray is my favorite color. Gray is my favorite color. But to answer that question, now my father wasn't around most of the time. Just like you mentioned, he'll come around, take you shopping, give you $5. Oh, you gone 3 to 6 months or a year or whatever. Then you come back. You see what I'm saying? No, he living like in another city. But I'm looking at this. I made up in my mind. I made up in my mind that, hey, when I grow up, I'm not gonna abandon my kids. I'm gonna be there for them. And look at me now. I'm here with mine.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm one of which that can be in agreement with what the subscriber said.
I'm a single father.
And
I wear that cape.
And I see stuff so differently. It's ridiculous. Like, and I think that's why we mesh so well, because I'm the type of person that say people make things bad for themselves.
They do.
Yeah, like they say, you bring it on yourself.
No. Like when you got, like, he feel what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Adversity and all. It's all in how you take it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in how you take it. And everything. As a child, like I can tell y'all some horrific stories about my life.
Yeah.
Horrific, right? But anybody who know me would say that nigga laugh all the time.
Because sometimes you gotta laugh.
It's how you handle it, how you deal with it. I choose
laughter is your
all
right.
I choose not to be depressed in life. That's just me.
Yeah, why sit around and mope about it? That's the main reason why folks is doing all this crazy stuff.
I had a house burned down, and I can keep going and going, shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you look at it, you would never know none of this ever. I worked hard on it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? I worked hard on that because all that stuff don't mean nothing. It means zero. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about your troubles. They don't. The world don't care. So it's like, why should I wear it on my sleeve? It's motivation for me.
See, It's a good chance to do a compare and contrast with me and you.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes. I get depressed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The only difference is
I get clinically depressed.
instead of this is comparison to what we similar at. The job gonna get done.
Absolutely.
I'm still gonna move now.
Absolutely.
But it might not be laughing time. It might be downtown where I got a clown face or a poker face or something like that. But like I said, I've been homeless before too. He met me in a rooming house. Right. Like bus crackhead, pimps, everything else and stuff like that. And I know for a fact that if I were gonna move or make it here, it may not, I can't put no timetable. I just gotta keep chopping my feet until I get the damn here.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I say, I don't care how you deal with it, as long as you hurt nobody, mess yourself up. But take care of that.
And I guess for a lot of people, everything comes at different times, right?
Yeah.
I was homeless as a child.
Okay.
I was homeless as a child too.
That's why a lot of
from Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's.
Dang.
Exactly. No, but I was homeless for years.
Mhm.
We were homeless for years, living in a shelter for years. That's why, like now, with my brother, we all scattered across the country, right?
Mhm.
So when we go through stuff and I'm listening to it, I be like, okay, we've been through worse. And they be like, damn, bro, that's cold. And I'm like, it's the truth. At 9 years old, we was in a shelter.
Yeah.
So now that you a grown ass man with a job and a wife, why is it that this so hard? You see what I'm saying? You came from worse. We came from homeboy getting shot in the head. We just walking down the street. We came from worse. So why is it? And this is how I felt. This is how I dealt with my depression, because I've been depressed before. And somebody told me, and I had to think about it. You depressed because you want to be depressed.
You know, so crazy. Like I
Sometimes.
said. You know, so
Period.
Sometimes.
That's how I look at it.
Sometimes.
Well, you're right. Absolutely. Sometimes. Sometimes it's real.
Yeah.
And I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've
Sometimes
seen
life
it.
just really.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
For some of these
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who just want to be
For
victims.
a lot of these people that want to be victims,
it's
first
because
all
you
you
want
gotta
to
do
be.
is get out your head.
Yeah.
But what it is though, this is a funny thing you said that, because you sound like my brother. And every time I went through something, that was the last dude I called him ever.
Right.
Because I didn't want to hear him say, so what?
You know what's funny though? Who you think the first person they call in my family is me? Because they know
I never call my brother up.
they know
I'm
I can
down,
call
man.
said gonna shoot it to me straight.
My little bro called me. He called me early. In fact, I need to call him back
Right.
after the set.
See, I appreciate it. I mean, helping you
I
out.
definitely ain't calling him early in the morning either. Wake him up, I ain't sleep, talking about some advice.
But
Do you know who you talking to?
man, you have to. For me, this is just how. Okay,
He a Virgo too now.
I was standing. I was standing in the chair, right, with a speaker on the chair, and I was trying to unplug the garage, unplug it. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't work anymore. I fell over. My wife was trying to catch me, which was hilarious. But anyway, fall over. And then that broke my ankle. I'm laughing.
You told me that.
I told you about it.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, why are you laughing? Like, I'm in pain for real. But once again, I pulled from when I was a child. Nigga, you been through worse.
Yeah.
You've been through worse. Even literally a broken ankle cannot compare to what I came through. And that's why I say, and this is just for saying, I don't knock anybody else. Like, man, I need to go see a whatchamacallit. I've talked to people, a pastor,
I've
a
talked to people
psychiatrist.
too.
That wasn't a book session, but there was a psychiatrist and we talked.
I mean, it's
You know what I'm saying?
it's a place for that. Say like it's a place where you need strictly black and white. You need that solid protein to taste like ass.
Ugh.
I don't like that taste of ass.
I'm just saying, you mix everything in, it's still nasty. But the best protein on the market gonna get you through a day. Sometimes you need it, but sometimes you need a little the little protein taste like ice cream, bro.
That's true.
It ain't as good as the strongest protein, but it's gonna at least make you smile when you drink it. You're like, yeah, I'm getting stronger though. You ain't gained not one muscle. So yeah, if I need that ice cream protein, I ain't calling my brother up. Forget that. He don't even have raw nasty stuff taste like gasoline. You know what I'm saying? If I want to feel a little bit good about something, and now somebody want to feel good, it's knowledge I already know already. I just want somebody to back me up on it, give me motivation to do it. So like, like this. This is tell me all the time, bro, you came for so much. You know what I'm saying? You used to be here, you doing better now. You got a decent job. You know what I'm saying? He say I don't have no kids, like that's a bonus, I guess. I don't know how it is on the other side. But he tell me that stuff. So when I talk to him, I don't go for that gasoline protein. I go for put some fruit in that shit. Put some little sugar on that, man.
Right.
Or like everybody need both sides of the fence.
I agree.
If I'm in between, I need somebody to punch me in my face. Boom, get your butt up. Call my brother up right there on the hotline. Especially with work hours during lunch. Man, you call me for this, bro. That's all you gotta say. I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta say nothing else, bro. I got you, bro. Hang up the phone right there and I'm done.
See, that's the motivation.
Yeah.
What you got?
like I said, I think we all deal with it differently.
Mm-hmm.
But like me, I second guess a lot of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really anybody that I talk to per se. But if I really want some answers, crazy be crazy, I just listen to the voices in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And my voices be saying some deep stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told people, I don't know if you heard it or not, but the voices I have in my head, they actually conversate with each other all day. So I listen to music real loud. I do other things.
Drown out.
Yeah, to drown out. I take medicine for it. But every blue moon, I just stop, cut the volume down and everything, just listen to what they talking about.
Wow.
And it's
That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
When I feel bad, I put on I watch a lot of True TV.
I do too.
And I like to watch that World's Dumbest. Most shocking videos. Anything got something to do with somebody busting their ass doing something stupid.
Right.
If I feel myself about to feel bad,
Yeah.
that's what I result to.
Wow,
you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because another thing that'll push you down is when you go from being gainfully employed to a debilitating injury that puts you in a category to where you no longer touch that money no more. So now you got to make your own lane.
Yeah.
So that alone is a trip to go through. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. You feel me? But it's just a matter of how you take it. But like I said, that's just the way that I deal with that. And then of course I laugh at my chair and they be doing little stuff. I just laugh at them. What's so funny? Man, just you, me and you. You
So
know?
I do have one more question, y'all. And
What's up?
it's gonna take us all the way back for a second though. So do these mamas raise their sons with the notion of the sons to move them out the hood?
So
You know what I'm saying? Like my son gonna play football, he gonna move me out the hood. He gonna be a rapper. He gonna be
we have a
yeah.
I ain't gonna go there. Yeah, cause we but yeah, some women look at their children as gift horse.
Mm-hmm.
So they see them as either athletically great or academically profound, and they push that. They feed that enough or more than enough to get into the child's head that you have to do for me when you get old enough
Right.
to move me away from this
Go
situation.
pro, buy me a house. What you think?
Sometimes you just got it. You know what I'm saying? When you, as a single parent, just seeing things and stuff. Not me being a single parent, but as seeing single parents, sometimes you just got to get them in the right direction. It's not what's in that path, whether it's college football, in the NFL. Just have a kid believe in something of himself, and if you can do that, then you can mold that through there. Cause like I wanted to be an NBA basketball player, and I was pretty good. I was really good. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to do fighting. I want to do everything. The thing is, like, once you can get a kid believing and dreaming at a young age, that becomes strong. And this bridge may burn. But once you install that in, that'll take them far beyond just out the hood. That'll take them up when he down and he depressed or something don't go his way.
But we speaking on the women that intentionally do this for the kids. Tell the kids you got to get me out the hood.
Yeah. Well, for them women that's in the hood, period. That's another story already in itself.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're such a strong black woman, then why aren't you doing what you can do to make it happen?
Yeah, some women feel like they missed their opportunity, and their kid is the next thing coming for this opportunity.
I don't run into women like this, man. I don't deal with women like this. I probably don't. Not where y'all get the pool. Not for you get the pool for hell no. Because the girls. Okay, I used to date women. When in my G day, well, I wanted to be hood, this and this and this.
Hood.
That's a hood mentality, bro. That's a lottery ticket mentality.
That is what that is.
You know what I'm saying? And how many people you see spending their whole check on lottery tickets?
A lot.
Well,
Scratch offs.
They put their kids. They treat their kids like they.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not trying to judge nobody, but the women that I date, the women that I fall for. Are women, it ain't about their money, it's about their dream and their mindset. When they come in, it's a place for them already. You know what I'm saying? We know if I say people can't move in, you got two microwaves, one gotta go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got two couches, one gotta go.
Right.
So one of the subscribers said, I think it's okay as long as she's putting her kid on the right road. Casinos, LOL. Treat a kid like casino.
What's the right road for fulfilling her dreams?
People have kids for different reasons.
Yep, and it's not always the right ones.
Some people have kids because they're forced to.
Yep.
Some people have kids because they want to.
Some for money.
Some people have kids because they want to keep somebody.
Yep.
Some people have kids because they want to benefit off somebody.
Yep.
Some people have kids for all kind of reasons. Some people have kids just to give them to another person.
Have another day too. Absolutely.
Man, there's so much stuff going on. It's people out here now. One girl say she putting $5 away every paycheck for her kids' college. She's putting $5 away for them to invest in the future. She's buying a little stock here. It may be like this 20 and 30 cents on it. Yeah. Like it's so many different ways, you know what I'm saying, to build a dream with your kid.
Money at the end of the day. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Besides that, but I don't want to tell my kid, if you do this, I'm gonna be out the hood. I want my kid to say, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna better your life.
Exactly. I'll get myself out the hood.
Yeah, I get myself out of because the thing about it is,
that's what I meant though.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
You're gonna be safe here. And you're gonna be provided for the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. This is instruments for you to get where you need to get. This ain't yours. You're gonna have something better than me. Way better than me. But while you're here, you're gonna learn how to respect what's here and be humble about what's here as you make it move to be a better person. That's how you
don't be a fool for nobody.
Nobody.
Hey man, today was a great topic, and as we bring the show to a close, I want to get everybody final thoughts before everybody give their own departing intros. So before we do that, I want to get everybody thoughts on this subject. And once again, for everybody still rocking with us, Rick, what's the numbers looking like?
All right, un momento.
Okay, so we're gonna get everybody final thoughts, and the question is,
we're at 791 right now. I had to do a reset this morning.
Okay, 791. We like that. We appreciate that. That ain't bad coming back after 4 or 5 weeks of not being on. So we appreciate that. But so get everybody parting takes on. Is your strength making your son a B? We're gonna keep it PG. You know what I'm saying? Is your strength, and I don't mean like survival skills. I'm talking about that overly aggressive stuff that men don't like from women. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is your
aggression.
You
know what I'm saying?
Female masculinity making your child weak.
Right. Absolutely. So that's good. We're gonna get everybody parting take on that.
Well, my last thing I gotta say, I don't think it's nobody's strengths. I think it's their weakness. You know, when people are aggressive and they come with aggressive notion, they always think it's their strength.
Yeah, actually, it's a weakness.
That's what I'm trying to say. So really is your weakness and stuff. Like if you were like, I gotta have this, you break down, you can't control your composure, you pushing too much the envelope, doing too much, not recognizing that. That's all weaknesses in my book. And it's like, I do believe it's women out there doing it. And I mean, I'm glad we talked about it. I think a lot of women don't know or don't care enough to really dissect what they're doing to that person, because this is not a little version of you. This is a new version.
Right.
This is
a whole human being with the whole life ahead of them and the identity for them to
y'all can look alike all you want, but at some point y'all won't be alike.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Might have mama ways.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think, like you said, it is a weakness, and a lot of women don't know, either because they've never been taught, or because they've never been taught, or because they never realize what devastation they're causing towards the future generation.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true, Rick.
I don't think that would apply to everyone, because not everyone is qualified for that. But as far as like strengths and weaknesses, I don't think that a woman's strength can make someone's son.
Well, no. We not saying strengths in the positive meaning of the word. We're talking about the negative. Replace strength with how you said it?
A weakness or a negative?
Aggressive, right.
Female masculinity.
Right. That's So we don't mean.
Well, if it's poison the well, then yes.
I mean, I would agree overall. I mean, because it's a lot of put it like that.
Can I add one little thing? I know I'm done. But I was saying, like, so poison can be very strong.
Very.
Right?
Yes.
But you put in your drinking water, it now becomes a weakness to you. Because it kills you. So you can't
slowly over time.
So poison can be very strong, can be very potent.
You take strong poison, you pour it in a drink every day. You drink just
one day.
You become susceptible to it and possibly immune to it. But if you take it all, like kind of like the saying, if I can give it all to you at one time, it'll kill you.
Right. And if you use it as a weapon, it could be deadly and useful. You could do a lot of things with that. So I'm just trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying? This weapon that you got, this mass destruction, can be strong strength used properly. But if you were to aim it towards yourself and in the wrong context, like a drinking service or whatever like that, then I mean, I'm just saying, am I wrong or right? I mean,
you halfway wrong and halfway right.
Why you say it?
Yeah, in the mind I say it.
Because because arsenic. We all know arsenic, right?
Mhm.
Arsenic is a poison that has to be built up in you.
Mhm.
When women use that to kill men, it's built up. It's not in one dose.
Just like when they give you
Right. So
antifreeze.
that's why I said you half right and half wrong, because that
sometimes,
what you said.
yeah,
You see what I'm
sometimes
saying?
it can kill you.
Arsenic is built up slowly.
I mean, I don't think I'm wrong though, because what it is the profile of the poison. It can be any type of poison.
But what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that's why I said half and half, because the body can't get used to arsenic.
Well,
you can't get used. Like you can take it in the most minute.
Well, I think this said the used to part. I'm saying like if I make a poison dagger that can kill you and me,
Right.
it's a deadly weapon against you. Well, if I turn it on me,
That's suicide.
that's all I'm saying on that.
Okay,
You
so
gone.
but I'm saying, so can you call it deadly if it don't work in one dose? It ain't
Because-
deadly then.
Well,
Deadly
if it-
implies that if you take it one time, you out.
But the thing about it though
So
is,
your poison ain't deadly.
and so are the kids they making turn to be. They ain't dead.
Right.
Or
They
they
just,
legalize
they
it.
just, thank you, bro. But you what I'm saying though? You what I'm saying though? You what I'm saying though? Get what I'm saying though? They ain't dead. These boys you talking about ain't dead.
No,
They
no,
still
not at all.
active.
Very.
So that poison, depending on how much poison you put in them, it just what the word is,
It might motivate
handicapped them
It
in
might
certain
handicap them.
aspect in life that they
Yeah.
need to have.
Facts.
That's the same with the poison. I'm saying the poison,
Okay.
the poison is meant to attack those who come near you for a reason. Supposed to be killing wild animals and stuff, not to be given to your kid in the same notion. So your strength is not supposed to be used the same way. You not this person not to protect him. You ain't supposed to knock a kid out to protect him too.
So you saying use your strength to knock this person out, use this strength, use your strength.
Use
to
whatever you
person
got
out.
for the proper purpose.
I-
What's supposed to be
see,
useful
Yeah.
for.
Like I
Can't
said,
bust
when
that one, yeah.
it get you certain ways,
Yeah.
you can't say nothing
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
He's
I like
spinning.
that.
He's spinning long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Spinning long enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But hey, y'all, this is your boy. Said, AKA Mr. IG. You know what I'm talking? Excuse me, Mr. Let's Talk on IG. What we gonna do right now, since we have brother Ace and Diz in the building, right? We gonna let them give their own outros.
This your boy Ken Ace Nova Slate, Nova Chronicle. Check me out on Rise Ace Nova. That's Rise Ace Nova all together. And Rise Ace Nova separate on the YouTube. My boy Dis. And say it.
Absolutely.
It's your host, Dysfunctional World. Check me out on Facebook, Dysfunctional, IG, Just This, YouTube, Rise Ace Nova space YouTube.
All right. We got Tricky Ricky back there. Y'all can't see him, but y'all heard him all day. He always running the boards for us, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always in the
Yeah,
shadows.
and stuff like that. And yeah, he was actually doing his thing. Yeah, he was on it today. Fired up. So that's a good thing, man. We like that, man. These conversations